Good morning, students. Let us start the third part of arrival of Europeans in India. Now, as we have studied about the Portuguese East India Company, the Dutch East India Company, the British East India Company and the French East India Company. And after the subsequent battles that were fought between the French East India Company and the British East India Company, the British East India Company became the supreme power in India. After getting permission from Emperor Shah Jahan, they expanded their trade to Bengal and there they started their trading activities. And at that time, in 1756, Nawab Sirajuddaulah became the king or the Nawab of Bengal. At that time, there was many conflict and disputes happened between the British merchants and the Nawab Sirajuddaulah regarding the payment of taxes. As the terms and conditions was fixed by the Nawab, the company was not able to meet up to the demands or the terms and conditions that was laid down by Nawab Sirajuddaulah, and there arose intense economic competition, due to which the Britishers were not able to pay the taxation that was imposed by the Nawab of Bengal, Sirajuddaulah. Now finally, Nawab ordered the British should not fortify their trading center. First, they should pay the taxes and then they can carry out their trading activities in Bengal. But the Britishers refused the order of Nawab Sirajuddaulah. Then the situation came to a boil and Nawab Sirajuddaulah ordered his troops to destroy the trading center in Calcutta, and after that the trading center in Calcutta was completely demolished by the armies of Nawab Sirajuddaulah. When this news reached to Robert Clive, the British officer who was in Chennai at that time, Madras, he came along with troops in order to combat this order of Sirajuddaulah, but he realized that his army was not in a position to defeat Nawab Sirajuddaullah's army. So he conspired against Nawab Sirajuddaulah, in which he gave offer to the commander-in-chief of Nawab Sirajuddaulah, Mir Jafar. Mir Jafar was the commander-in-chief of Nawab Sirajuddaulah, and he was made an offer by the British East India Company that if he would help against Nawab Sirajuddaulah in the battle to the British, then he would be the next Nawab of Bengal after the death of Sirajuddaulah. So finally, Robert Clive and Mir Jafar both agreed on the terms and conditions that after the death of Sirajuddaulah, he would become the next Nawab of Bengal. So a battle was fought between Nawab Sirajuddaulah and the British East India Company in the year 1757, which we call the Battle of Plassey. Now in the Battle of Plassey, Nawab Sirajuddaulah was defeated by the British East India Company, and Robert Clive murdered Sirajuddaulah, and in this way the Battle of Plassey, which considered to be one of the shortest battle that was fought in the Indian history, came to an end, and the Britishers won their first major battle in India, which marked the beginning of the British rule in India. Now after this battle, Robert Clive was sent to England, and as per the terms and conditions, Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal after the Battle of Plassey. But he became hostile with the passage of time against the Britishers. So the Britishers removed Mir Jafar and made Mir Qasim the Nawab of Bengal. Mir Qasim was the son-in-law of Mir Jafar. So Mir Qasim was an efficient and clever ruler. He knew that the Britishers was only using him as a source of revenue collection. So he ordered the Britishers to first pay the taxes. So regarding the payment of taxes between the Nawab of Bengal, that is Mir Qasim, and British East India Company, there arose a battle in which Mir Qasim was defeated by the British East India Company, but he managed to escape. So to take revenge from the Britishers, he reorganized his army with the help of the Nawab of Awadh, Sujaudullah, and the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. So they formed a united army which consisted of the armies of Mir Qasim, Nawab of Awadh, and Shah Alam II, and they declared a battle against the Britishers at a place called Buxar in 1764, and hence the Battle of Buxar was fought in the year 1764 between the united army of Mir Qasim, Nawab of Awadh, and Shah Alam II against the British East India Company. And in this battle also the British East India Company won, and they got the right to collect revenue from Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha. After the win, the Britishers got the right to collect revenue from Bihar, Odisha, and Bengal. So these were the two major battles that was won by the Britishers, and they became the supreme power of India. So that is the end of chapter, and we'll read second chapter in the next lecture.